Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch for the second race day in the 2-day race meet. This is Sunday, 29th of June 2025. We have a hot 11 race card, so let's get right into it. The first race, 3 years and up, optional claiming 700,000 to 600,000, and 6 years and up, non-runners of 4. 11 starters going 6.5 furlongs. I'm going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Nakamura, the 4, Whiskey, the 5, Lucy in the Sky, and the 7, Justin Biden. Okay, Nakamura. Richard Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Errol Burke. Last time out, 6 by 8 lengths behind Burning Valor, so it wasn't disgrace against better horses. That was for Million claiming. Before that, the 6th of April, at this distance, 4th by 2 lengths at the half mile, stayed on to finish 2nd by 7 3/4 lengths to Great Wayne, who got away with an easy advantage there. So reproduction of that, I would say Nakamura putting in a very good run here. Is still active at exercise, cantering on the 14th of June and cantered out the straight on the 10th of June. So being kept fit. Next will be the 4, Whiskey, 120 pounds. Delroy Bihari riding here for Dennis Lee. Hasn't been seen Dennis Lee in a long time, but a very dangerous trainer when he brings a horse to the races. Whiskey last time out the 27th of April at this level. 2nd by 2 lengths at the half mile. Picked up the lead up to the furlong pole by a neck, but was out-battled by the very fit Brompton Alex going 6 furlongs. Before that, though, at the level above this, 5.5 furlongs, was 4th by 7 lengths to the very fit KP Choice, Generational, and Emperors of the Cat. This distance, I think, is more in the liking of Whiskey, although not seen at exercise, so more than likely at the pool to be kept fit. Think Whiskey still is in here with a good shot to run a good race. The 5, Lucy in the Sky, 119 pounds. Ryan Lewis riding here for Alden Francis. 4-year-old filly, last time out at this level when stepping down to claiming for the first time, going a mile. Made all the running for a convincing win by 14 lengths in 143 and 2, beating back class Crimson. So returns here at this level. I don't think 6.5 is too sharp. She would prefer it longer, but the way how she won and last, she's definitely looked like the horse they're going to have to beat in this event. So you have to carry Lucy in the Sky, the horse to beat. And the 7, Justin Biden, champion Jack Radish Woman riding here for the very hot Oral Hayden. Disappointing in his last 2 starts. The last time out at the class above this 7.5 furlongs was early. Prominent, 4th by 3 lengths at the half mile before fading to finish 5th by 16 lengths to outer class Titan Tempo. Before that was beaten 22 lengths by Burning Valor, the same race as mentioned before. Last good run was the 1st of March at the class above the 7 furlongs when trying to make all the running, but out-kicked in the stretch to finish 3rd by 4 lengths to Sir John and Green Gold Rush. Trotting, cantering, coming to this race. They've taken off the tongue tie. So the first, I think this horse is going to be running without the tongue tie, but just the fact that they carry Radish Roman to ride this time around, I'm going to give Justin Biden another shot at putting in a big race. A horse that could sneak into the exotics at a very good price is going to be the 3, Principal Tiffany. Shaheem Garden claims 4 kilo here for David Powell. Nothing in most of the starts, but the last time out at this level showed up going 5.5 furlongs. Close from 8 lengths to finish 4th by 3 lengths to Big Argument, who is in this race now. But Big Argument is stretched out now. I think the stretch out might suit Principal Tiffany, who showed up on last. Kept busy at exercise, she's trotting. I think Principal Tiffany is a live contender with a long shot to come into the exotics. The second race, native bred 5 years and up, non of 3, and imported 5 years and up, non of 2, a field of 8, going 5 furlongs straight. Boiling it down to 4, going to be the 1, Toots, the 3, Miss Linton, the 5, Sky Rizzy, and the 6, I Am Interested. Okay, Toots, Emilia McLean claiming 4 kilos here for Adin Williams. 2 starts at this level now. Last time out, showed a bit of spark when 2nd by length at the quarter pole and 3rd by 3 lengths at the furlong pole before fading to finish 7th by 9.5 lengths to Kismet going 6 furlongs. Before that, over the straight 5 was 6 by 9 lengths to Princess Aquilia, Miss Linton, and Golden Loyalty. Giving her an excuse for that race, that was the first time at the level. I think this horse relishes the straight. 4 furlongs straight back on the 29th of March was second to Electrode, who's a very speedy horse. So I think Toots, after that last run, that move that Toots made at the top of the lane, I think Toots is fit, coming in extremely light. And the morning line says 10-1, definitely giving Toots a C in this race. The 3, the horse I like in the race, Miss Linton. Wesley Henry riding here for Robert French. Disappointing the last two starts. Last time out at a mile, way over her range. Was beaten 41 lengths by Outer Class Provident. Before that, 6 furlongs, Prominent, and then faded to finish 8 by 13 lengths to Kismet. Last time over the straight, though, 31st of May, was second by 2 3/4 lengths to Princess Akila, had Golden Loyalty behind in that race. Trotting, busy at the exercise, so very sound. Definitely has some speed and can show it this time around. I think Miss Linton has a grand shot of pulling this off. That's the horse I like in the event. Number 5, Sky Rizzy. Conrad Ellis riding here for Donovan Plummer. Scratched lame on last time when supposed to run on the 8th of June. Before that was 18 lengths 11th to Golden Syrup back in March. Last good run on the 23rd of February, going 5 rounds, was second to Princess Rhea. Very speedy horse. Not really a front runner, but does have tactical speed to press the pace and make a move. I don't see a 5 furlong straight race here. This Sky Rizzy, excuse me, might enjoy the 5 furlong straight. So definitely put him in here as a horse with speed, trotting at exercise, so I think it's sound. And the 6, I am interested. Shane Ellis gets a ride here for Joseph Thomas. Just the fact that Shane Ellis takes back this ride after finishing 5th by 11 lengths against Papa Gray. That was going 7.5 furlongs and was Prominent early. 5 furlong straight last time he was over the straight was 4th by 5.5 lengths to Jack Daniels. That was back in February. Has won since that, going 6.5 furlongs in non-winners of 2, beating Toots. Does have some pace though, and seems to handle 5 straight well, giving I'm interested another shot, especially with the presence of Shane Ellis in the saddle. But as I said, the horse I like in the race is Miss Linton. The third race, native bred 3-year-old, non-winners of 2, and imported 3-year-olds and up, maiden. 7 starters going 5 furlongs straight. When the boil this race down to 4, they're going to be the 1, Prince Kazir, the 2, Big Buzz, the 3, Rocket Fire Seb, and the 4, Miss Marbella. All right, number 1, Prince Kazir. Romain Garden claiming 4 kilos here for Adrian Prince. Last time out, 6 furlongs, third by 9 lengths to our outer class looking Danka. Before that, was beaten 23 lengths in the 2,000 guineas by Sensational Soul and Bob the Builder. Comes back to company I think Prince Kazir can handle, even though poorly drawn on the rail. Did break his maiden over this distance when coming from off the pace to win by a half a length. Still busy at the exercise, still very fit and coming back down in class now, even at 12 to 1 morning line and drawn 1. I think Prince Kazir should put in a good run. The 2, Big Buzz, Onion Money's riding here for Adrian Prince. This is Adrian Prince, other horse in the race. Last time out in the 2,000 guineas, closed from 12 lengths to finish 5th by 8 3/4 lengths with 126 pounds against Sensational Soul and Bob the Builder. Before that, at 7 furlongs, was second by 8 lengths to Prolific Prince, who ran 126 3. Broke his maiden 4 furlongs straight, making all the running on his debut. So does handle straight well. Active coming to the exercise, seemed to be a horse of a lot of worth. Does have speed and can show it, and expecting a big run from Big Buzz. The 3, the unknown horse in the race, Rocket Fire Seb, imported 3-year-old colt. Ran loose riding here for Spencer Chung. Interestingly bred, will take charge out of Eski. This horse, bloodline is okay, working brilliantly though. Had a workout last time out, 4 furlong straight, 46 by a minute and 2/5. Beat a mediocre horse, General Chief, but the workout was positive. Before that, 3 furlong straight, 37-2, galloped that with Champion Bubbler. So, saying all of that, this Rocket Fire Seb seems to be the horse they're going to all have to beat. And the 4, Miss Marbella, Champion Jackie Radish Roman riding here for Peter John Passad. 1 start today, that was the 14th of June, going 5 furlongs round, 6 by 8 lengths at the half mile and then finishing 3rd by 10 lengths to Sophie Says So in an imported race after breaking out of the gate slow. Working well as well. The 21st of June, gate work, 5 furlongs straight in 1 minute and 3/5, first 4 and 47. So this Miss Marbella looks like she's coming to run. And those are the 4 I boiled it down to. As I said, the fresh foot, we know nothing about this fresh foot, but working very well and worked with a graded stakes winner. So that's a big plus for this Rocket Fire Seb. The 4th race, nature bred 4-year-olds and up maiden, a field of 11 going 7 furlongs. Boiled it down to 4, going to be the 2, Sensational Gift, the 3, Spragger, the 5, Valley of Love, and the 8, Hickory Slim. Sensational Gift, Rataj Marawir claiming 4 kilos for Victor Williams. Eased and pulled up last time out as the 1-5 favorite going 6.5 furlongs. Something went wrong there. Before that, though, had a good second, finishing 3 3/4 lengths off of Successful Man, who went up in class and ran well. They've changed the equipment, blinkers on, figure 8 on, trotting, so I think sound. So I don't know really what went wrong in that last race, but I'm going to give her another shot at putting a good run this time around. The 3, Spraga. Romario Spencer claiming 3 kilos here for Leroy Tomlinson. Fourth by 6 lengths and last to Lucky Papa. Was behind Hickory Slim in that event. Before that was third by 8 3/4 lengths to Another Mission. Active at the exercise, has strode 6 in 123, so seems very sound. Expecting another good turnout here by the Spraga. The 5, Valley of Love. Ryan Lewis takes back this ride here for Philip Elliott after a good second to Secret Mission, going 6.5 furlongs. Very consistent right now. Not the paces of horse, tends to come from off the pace, but if he gets some speed, if she gets some speed in front of her today, I think she'll be coming home pretty strong at this distance. And the 8, Hickory Slim, 3-5 favorite on last, coming off a year plus spell. Third the entire trip, going 4 furlongs straight, only beaten 3 lengths by Lucky Papa. The blinkers are on now. So with that run behind this Hickory Slim, Paul Francis in the saddle here for Donovan Phillips. As long as Hickory Slip doesn't bounce, and I think he does get the trip. He was third over it last year against Smart Trick. I think Hickory Slip is going to put in a much better run as long as he doesn't bounce. So I think the winner comes from one of those 4. The 5th race, native bred 3-year-old maidens, not finished second or third lifetime. A big field of 14. They go 5 furlongs straight. Going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 3, Secret Sensation, the 8, Midnight Runner, the 10, Chasing My Dream, and the 13, Papi Uso. Okay, the 3, Secret Sensation. Akeem Grant going to claim 4 kilos here for Kyle Anderson. Last time out, 4th by 11 lengths to Nuclear Jet. That one looks to be a useful horse. Stepped up in class and had a troubled race, but still ran very well. Before that, a disappointing run when beaten 21 lengths by Sensational Soul, but Sensational Soul went on to win the 2,000 guineas. So after the strength of those performances, I think the Secret Sensation is in here to put in a very good run. Had a nice workout coming to this race. 5 furlongs straight, 104 and 2 with stable companion Super Alex. The 8, that is Midnight Runner. Radish, the champion jockey Roman, riding here for Adrian Prince. This Midnight Runner, highly thought of, but disappointing 3 starts to date. Last time out 9-5, prominent. A matter of fact, was second by a neck at the half mile, and then faded to finish 5th by 9 lengths to Brompton Boy, going 6 furlongs. Had a good run on debut, going 7 furlongs when coming from far off the pace after being very slow at the start to finish 4th by 9 lengths to Runaway Star and Benison. Prolific Prince was third in that race. All 3 of those horses have won races already. So if Midnight Runner is more focused here, they've changed the equipment and now has Lasix for the first time. Has a nice workout coming to this, 5 furlongs straight in 102 and 4. I think Midnight Runner is poised to get it right this time around, and that's my top pick. I think Midnight Runner wins this. Next horse looking at is the 10, Chasing My Dream. Garvin Harris claims 4 kilo here for champion trainer Jason DaCosta. Nothing in her last 2 starts, but did have a good 5th over the 4 furlong straight again, Don Quessy. Working well now, 5 furlong straight in 102 and 3 coming to this. Doesn't show much speed, but I think she is bred for speed. And the tongue tie is now on, so probably has some breathing problems. So let's see if the tongue tie addresses that issue, and expecting a good run from Chasing My Dream. And the 13, my wild card of the race, Papi Uso. Omar Walker riding here for Anthony Nunes. Hasn't shown anything in all starts to date, but has run against some useful horses. Bow Moore, Linguist, I Dream Again, another one. Some decent horses. Tends to be the kind of horse that sits off the pace and then run on. Well bred though, very well bred. Bred for a lot of speed, but doesn't show it. Has a good work coming to the race though. 5 furlong straight in 102.1 with stablemate Brompton Boy. So I think the real Papi Uso might turn up. But as I said, those are the 4 I like, and I'm leaning towards Midnight Runner getting the job done. The 6th race, 3 years and up, optional claiming 350,000 to 250,000, and native bred 6 years and up, knowledge of 3, and native bred 5-year-old maidens. Huge field of 16, 6 furlongs. This race you approach with caution. I'm going to boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 5, General Chief, the 8, Ahmad Ali, the 9, Muscatoon, and the 11, Buzz Assault. Okay, General Chief. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Spencer Chung. 2 seconds in his last 2 starts. Was 3 lengths second to Muscatoon, who's present today. 2 starts back, and then last time out at 6.5 furlong was second by 4 lengths to 6th Avenue. Busy at the exercise, working out, galloping, had a 5 furlong straight gallop in 105 and 2. Also working with his debut and stablemate, who is the hot favorite for his race. So General Chief coming in here, looking to finally get the job right. But as I said, big field, approach with caution. Next up, the 8, Ahmad Ali, Wesley Henry riding here for Errol Subrati. Came good on last at 5.5 furlongs as a 75 favorite, close from far off the pace to win by a length and a half. At this level, so very fit right now, this Ahmad Ali, and if gets a pace in front of him and not too far back or crowded with the big weight, should once again come with a decent kick in the stretch. The 9, Muscatoon, Shane Ellis here for Adrian Prince, the fittest horse in the race by far, has won 3 of the last 4 starts. Last time out at this level, 6 furlongs. Start the pace before pulling through and pulling right away to win by 3 lengths, beating General Chief and Print Quality. So as fit as hands can make this 11-year-old gelding. Claimed last time, so change of stable, but goes to a hot barn and cantering and trotting at the exercise, so seems to be very sound. Looks like the horse they're going all have to beat. And the 11, Buzz Assault, O'Neill Mullins riding here for Howard Bailey. One thing for sure, Morning Line says 15 to 1. Buzz Assault, possibly the horse you're going to have to catch, but in recent times has been shown to rate and still fire in the end. Also one of the fitter horses in the race, has 2 wins out of the last 4 starts plus 2 seconds, so very fit, does have natural speed. So if they allow this Buzz Assault to get to the front and be rated by O'Neill Mullins, could prove a very elusive target in the stretch. So be very careful of this Buzz Assault. 7th race, native bred 4 years and up, knowledge of 4, and imported 4 years and up, knowledge of 3. A field of 7 going 7 furlongs. Just going to boil it down to 3. They're going to be the 2, Brenda Boy, the 3, Jay Spieth, and the 7, Provident. Alright, Brenda Boy, Robert Halladine riding here for champion trainer Jason DaCosta. 2 consecutive seconds. Last time out, second by a length and 3/4 to Midnight Galaxy. Very good run coming from off the pace. Before that was second by half a length to Measurable Joy, who's now running in Overnight Allowance. So in my opinion, out of the 3, I think Brenda Boy represents the class of the race. The only setback to Brenda Boy is that Brenda Boy lacks real early pace and prefers when the pace gets hot and then comes with a run. But active at the exercise, looks the class of the race. If they go too fast too soon, Brenda Boy will be the horse capitalizing in the stretch. The 3, Jay Spieth, Radish Roman, the champion jockey riding here for the champion trainer Jason DaCosta. Came good on last, the class below this, coming from off the pace to win by a short head over Oil Machine and Train of Thought. So Jay Spieth has changed his style of running. Used to be a front runner, now seems to can sit off the pace and come with a run. Will he try that tactic this time around? Because I think if he sits back and tries to run, and I don't know if he can outrun Brenda Boy. And this race, I think Jay Spieth possibly has a good chance to stalk whoever leads, possibly hit and run, because this race is basically Jason DaCosta's race. Basically all the horses in the race are Jason DaCosta horses. So it depends on the tactics, what they're going to use with Jay Spieth. But although up in class, expecting another decent run from Jay Spieth, but I'm just not sure what style I'm going to come with in this race. And the number 7, Provident, Shane Ellis riding here for also Jason DaCosta. Winner last time out, so stepping up in class here as well. Was very prominent early, picked up the lead from the half mile and kept it to the line. So finally getting his act together and peaking at the right moment now. Beat Oil Machine in that race, same horse that Jay Spieth beat before. He was also beaten by Jay Spieth, going 7 furlongs, but that race I'm going to toss. I think he's a much better horse now. He's looking much more improved. Also a horse though that tends to sit just off the pace. So as I said, the dynamic rate sets up for whoever gets the first run. And it's going to be one of those three. But as I said, Brenda Boy out of the three has the class, and pace is what's going to matter. The 8th race, the Errol A. Subrati Trophy. This is the co-feature. This is Division 1. Native bred 4-year-olds and up, knowledge of 3, and imported 4-year-olds and up, knowledge of 2. 11 starters, they go 6 furlongs. I'm going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 4, Train of Thought, the 7, Princess Fiani, the 9, Crypto Girl, and the 11, Zulu Warrior. Okay, Train of Thought. Ryan Lewis riding here for Stephen Todd. This is a very confusing horse. Sometimes runs some good races and then just throws in a clinker. But last good run was back 7th of June, 7 furlongs, coming from off the pace to finish 3rd by 2 lengths to Jay Spieth. Just before that, at 7.5 furlongs, came from off the pace to finish 2nd to Princess Fiani. 6 furlongs, cut back in distance now. Looks a bit short for Train of Thought's running style. But if she gets a good pace in front of her and she comes to run, she'll definitely be coming home very fast in the stretch. The 7, Princess Fiani, winner last time out at none of 3. Wesley Henry riding here for Omar Williams. Was 6 by 6 into the half mile and then powered through to win. Holding off Train of Thought trying to run on late. Other good win was at this distance for non-winners of 2, but that was a fillies only race, beating Pineapple, an awesome line. But looks fit right now. She also does have pace when she needs it. Working well, has a 3 furlong gallop in 36.3 coming into this race. So definitely at a good price, giving this Princess Fiani a shot in the event. The 9, Crypto Girl, the champion jockey Radish Roman riding here for Byron Davis. Last time out, 5th by 3.5 lengths to Queen of Soul back in May, going 5.5 furlongs. 6 furlongs look, I think, right up the alley of this Crypto Girl from a nice trip. If she gets tucked in behind horses, doesn't go too fast too soon, I think the 6 furlongs look perfect. Working coming to this race has a 4 furlong gallop in 50 and 2, expecting Crypto Girl to put in a decent run. And the 6, Zulu Warrior, Shane Richardson riding here for Adrian Prince. The jockey fell last time out, the 26th of April, so he has been freshened up for this. Busy at the exercise track, strode 4 furlongs in 52 and 3, which is pretty nice. The distance I don't think going to be a problem. Last time a good race run was at 6.5, finishing 3rd by 5.5 lengths to Blue Sensation. Had a 2nd at 7 furlongs against Miss Sherry. JSP was 4 lengths behind Zulu Warrior in that race, and Zulu Warrior broke slow. And last time at 6 furlongs was 3rd by 3 lengths to Fearless Force, who's now in overnight allowance. Immeasurable Joy was 2nd there, who's also in overnight allowance. So that's some good credentials here for this Zulu Warrior, who I think is coming to run, is drawn outside. So I think can cover up for a run. And once the pace is hot up front, I think Zulu Warrior, in my opinion, possibly is the horse they're all going to have to beat. The 9th race, Division 1 of the feature, the Hubert Chinabartley Memorial Trophy. 3-year-olds and up overnight allowance. Non-winners of an overnight allowance lifetime. 10 starters, they go 7 furlongs. Boil this race down to 2 horses. They're going to be the 6, Supremacy, and the 9, GIRVANO. Number 6, Supremacy. Radish Roman riding here for Anthony Nunes. Decent 4-year-old colt. Had back-to-back wins in December at 7 furlongs and 7.5. Then stepping up to overnight allowance on the 8th of February, going 7 furlongs. Start the pace and was just beaten ahead by Get a Pepsi. Next start, the 22nd of March, going 5 furlongs round, finished 3rd to the top class Legacy Isle. Bad run last the time after that, going 7 furlongs at this level, when Impressive Force won impressively by 2 lengths. And then the last start for Supremacy was over the straight 5 course, coming from off the pace to finish 4th by 2 lengths to Kem. Freshened up for this. Working coming to the race, so it looks very sound. And I think Supremacy will put in a decent effort now, stretch back out to 7 furlongs. Good run expected from the Supremacy. But the horse, I think he's going to have problems beating, is going to be the 9, GIRVANO. Comes in at top weight, 126 pounds, with Robert Halladine riding here for the champion trainer Jason DaCosta. And if you watch the channel, you know that I'm a big fan of GIRVANO. I think this horse is special and is heading to the top. Last time out, sprinting, going 5.5 furlongs at this level. 13 lengths, 10 at the half mile, and ran on to finish third by 6 lengths to Unbelievable Force and Money Market. Stretching out now to 7 furlongs. Last time he was at 7 furlongs, came from 9 lengths at the half mile to win by a length and a half from his very useful stablemate Fred the Master. Had Captain Sparrow further 7.5 lengths behind there. So I think this GIRVANO now freshened up for this, coming to the race with a brilliant workout, out to shoot 6 furlongs in 1:14. I think GIRVANO is a tough nut to crack in this event. As I said, Supremacy, I think, should be the horse to fill the exacta slot. And if you're going to buy a trifecta, I'm going to work with the speed horse in the event, the 4 horse. Final Load probably gets the lead here and gets to relax a bit, but I don't think he's going to have the class to kick on when GIRVANO and Supremacy comes a calling. The 10th race, Division 2 of the co-feature, the Errol A. Subrati Trophy. Native bred 4 years and up, knowledge of 3, and imported 4 years and up, knowledge of 2. 10 starters going 6 furlongs. Boiling it down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Wicked Cassie, the 4, Bold Move, the 6, First Offense, and the 7, Firecracker. Okay, Wicked Cassie. Jamar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Patrick Lynch. Since her win, hasn't really done much, but last time out, coming from off the pace, finished 5th by 4 3/4 lengths to Jay Spieth. So coming back here now, Jay Spieth up in class. I think this Wicked Cassie wants focus for this event, and she's working pretty alright. She looks sound, and even though 6 furlongs kind of looks a bit short, if the right Wicked Cassie turns up, I think she'll put in a very good run. The 4, Bold Move, Ryan Lewis riding here for Gary Subrati. Last time out, went very fast with the early speed of the race, but faded in the stretch to finish 4th by 5 lengths against She's Dallas Love and Firecracker. The tongue tie now on, so that might help with breathing issues. And looking fit right now, I think Bold Move from a forward move should have a good shot here, possibly trying to go right to the front. The 6, First Offense, Radish Roman, riding here for Stephen Todd. Lackluster runs in the last 2 starts, but is capable of much better. Last good run was back in May, 5.5 furlongs, when coming from far off the pace to finish 3rd by 2 lengths to Queen of Soul and Jay Spieth. A reproduction of that run in this race, which I expected to be a fast-paced race. I'm expecting First Offense to become charging home in the stretch. And the 7, Firecracker, Paul Francis riding here for Philip Fiani. Second last time out by 3.5 lengths to She's Dallas Love. Starting the pace, losing ground, and then running on once again. So something probably went wrong in that race. Did come out of the gate slow. Capable of much better, has run against a lot better horses than these. And getting her act together now possibly is the horse that they're going to all have to beat. If I was going to squeeze some horses though in this race, because I think this is a very dangerous race that you have to be very careful with, I'd put 2 horses in it that I'll put the 3, Bushfire, and the 8, Playfair. All right, the 3, Bushfire. Aaron Satcher riding here for Anthony Smith. After the win back in the 17th of May, the class below this stepped up in class, beating 27 lengths after being prominent very early. That was to Jay Spieth. Last time out in the same She's Dallas Love race, after pace stayed on to be beaten only 5 3/4 lengths with Joy Haynes in the saddle. They've now called for Aaron Satcher. I think Bushfire is fit and capable. Good outsider possibility. And the 8, Playfair. Something this horse I know is much better than how he's running. It's a very good looking colt. Romain Garden claiming 4 kilos here for Anthony Nunes. But the reason I'm going to squeeze this horse in my exotics, last time out was in the class above this, in 4 years and up, knowledge of 4, going 9 furlongs. Had no business in that race, but was up with the pace all the way until the top of the lane. Second by 4 lengths at the half mile, before fading to be beaten by 7 by 38 lengths to outer class Midnight Galaxy Brenda Boy Captain Sparrow. So stepping back down in class now, coming to a distance I think more comfortable. Last time at the distance was 4th by 11 lengths to King Crown. I think Playfair, who's much better than he's running, could sneak into the exotics. The 11th and final, Division 2 of the feature, the Hubert Chinna Bartley Memorial Trophy. 3 years and up, overnight allowance, non-winners of an overnight lifetime. 10 starters, they go 7 furlongs. Boiling this race down to 5 horses. They're going to be the 1, Prince Aman, the 3, Immeasurable Joy, the 5, Super Alex, the 6, Huntsman, and the 7, Teflon Don. Okay, number 1, Prince Aman. Top weight, 126 pounds. Ray and Lewis riding here for the champion trader Jason DaCosta. 2 starts since been claimed. Was second at this level, going 5 furlongs straight to Kem. Then came back up in the Musical Maestro Trophy. Came from off the pace to finish second by 2 lengths to Chocomo. Those were both over the 5 furlong straight. Stretched out to 7 furlongs. The last time going this far was in the King's Plate when Mojito blew the opposition away in 131 and 2. So although Prince Aman not seemed to get a distance of ground in the past, he's now 4 years old, training very well coming to this race. Has won at 6 furlongs for 4-year-olds, non-winners of 4, beating Riches to Rags and Immeasurable Joy. So drawing a line through that race in the past, and even though coming at top weight, I don't think 7 furlongs out of the reach of this Prince Aman. And I think this horse is a live contender, even though the morning line says 12-1. The 3, Immeasurable Joy, was there here for Anthony Nunes. Disappointed last time out, although that was stepping up in class against a very outer-class looking Rhythm Buzz. Was beaten 29 lengths. Has a more tamer field to deal with here. Before that, at 7 furlongs, was 4 3/4 lengths behind Interesting Times Ahead and Major Danger, and was a winner at a mile, the class below this. So is fit coming to this race, active at exercise, and expecting a much better run here from Immeasurable Joy. The 5, Super Alex, Nicholas Hibbert claiming 3 kilos here for Carl Anderson. Last time, what was the 23rd of March? In overnight allowance was 7 by 8 lengths to Neo Star, Mahogany, and Divine Force. Freshened up for this and busy at the exercise. Beat stablemate Press Conference, who's running on Saturday in a 5 furlong straight workout in 103 and 4. So definitely fit this Super Alex. Has run against better than these. So I'm going to give this Super Alex a good shot at running a good race. Equipment change, the visors are now off. The 6, Huntsman. Radish Roman riding here for Gary Griffiths. Since coming to this level, runs some good races without actually challenging the leaders. His last time out was 7 by 6 lengths to Kem. Prince Aman was second there. Before that was 5 by 9 lengths to Unspun, and Unbelievable Force was second at the half mile. So getting the pace of this class now, 7 furlongs, I don't think it's going to be a problem for Huntsman. Prefers to sprint, but 7 furlongs not out of his reach, and he's working well coming to this race. I think Huntsman is in here with a shot. He should be in the thick of things in the stretch. And the 7, Teflon Don, Robert Hallidine, here for Jason DaCosta. So Jason DaCosta has a strong hand, in my opinion, in this event. Morning line says 5-1. Last time out, Teflon Don over the 5 straight, finished third by 4 lengths to Fearless Soul and Money Market. Fearless Soul went up in class to run second to Legacy Isle. And in the same race with Fearless Soul, Teflon Don was slow out of the gates. 7 furlongs, looks a bit on the long side for him, but has run against better. Was fourth to stablemate GIRVANO and Fred the Master going 7 furlongs. That race, I think he was just a race filler. Before that was also 7 by 7 lengths to Supremacy going 7 furlongs. This is a much tamer bunch, busy at the exercise, depending on the tactics what Hallidine is going to do with this Teflon Don. He has sprinted, so he possibly has some speed, but he tends to prefer to sit just off the pace. But I'm expecting a very good run here from this Teflon Don. But I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to put some money on value for money. I'm going to take a chance with Prince Aman, looking a different horse, and I'm going to give him a long shot chance in this event. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope we have some luck on these 2 race cards. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, and as always, stay safe.